Madden 17 season is upon us. The game has dropped or is dropping quite soon. And with that comes new Madden glitches. With many video games, when they first get released, there is glitches that cause hilarity, sometimes cause frustration. This one, definitely in the higher ranks of bugs for a sports video game. Take it away. You might want to start actually kicking the ball a lot more often.
That timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And it's a touchdown. Cordero Patterson with 3 seconds remaining. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Such an electric play. Number 3. On the return, and he will score. It's a touchdown. Rashad Ross taking it in. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
It's all about taking words and bringing them to life at halftime. I will guarantee.
She gets it, she has to sign it to show that she got it. If she denies it, it'll show that she signed it.
Oh, man. I love the celebration. First of all, there's something very wrong with the first video. Who in their right mind is playing a Titans versus Vikings game of Madden?
It was rip-roaring 6-3. I was on the edge of my seat.
It was, what was the NFC wildcard game? Seahawks and Vikings was what, 9-6? 12-9, 10-9?
It's happened.
Yeah. Exciting stuff. It's always bad if a football score is lower than the day's baseball scores. That's never a good thing.
Yeah. Are you a Madden player?
I'm actually not, truthfully, for a couple reasons. One, given the fact that I already have the title, and I'm very proud of this, as the internet's worst 2K17 or 16 player, haven't even tried.
I must be a close second.
Right. Two, I never really got into Madden. I was always a FIFA player.
You don't have a spare 6 hours to play it?
No, once they actually, if I'm going to go back in time here, the Michael Vick cover Madden 2004, where he was a superhuman, and all you had to do was roll out, and you can run for like 400 yards a game with Michael Vick. And even better than that, Nintendo 64, Brett Favre's quarterback club 99, another rollout play, Antonio Freeman open every single time. So I used to talk to my dad. I'd be like, hey, let's play quarterback club, and then I'd beat him like 65-0 because just keep doing the same play. You can't defend it.
I used to want to play it because I used to think that the hits would be huge, and then the hits are good, and the nostalgia then kind of wears off after like the third time. You're like, oh, this is boring. Whereas if you want to just play for hits, NHL is a badass game.
NHL
you just hit the shite out of each other.
NHL is a
non-stop.
very badass game. When Madden introduced the hit stick, like the analog stick, somewhere around the Xbox 360, PS3 time of video games, that kind of changed a lot. Because once you're able to kind of control a linebacker and go in for a sack and then just flick the stick right and boom, and you're like, oh my god, and the whole screen would shake. That made it like a lot more fun. But if we're talking best, football video games of all time, it's NFL Blitz.
Oh yeah, what was that game? You just could destroy
the only
people.
game where you were allowed to take the player and throw him 20 yards down the other side of the field. Like, oh, it's a 20-yard gain, and that turns into a negative 6-yard loss.
I wish they would have made a Mario Kart NFL game.
The Mario Kart Blitz?
Just when they make Mario games out of anything, it's just infinite. Like Mario Golf, it's just a lot of fun.
Mario Golf was a lot of fun. Mario Football would have been a lot of fun. There's a lot of football games, though, that kind of came and went. Madden has stayed through all of them, has survived it all, and there hasn't ever really been competition for Madden. Like, if I'm thinking video games-wise, like NBA Live is still in existence. It competes with NBA 2K. Pro Evolution competes with FIFA. I don't think NHL really has a competitor either, but Madden has had a lot of competitors through the years, a lot of arcadey versions of them, but those Brett Favre QB clubs, those NFL Blitzes, NFL Streets, nothing as realistic, but still impressive. Madden's kicking. And they also have, like, Football Ultimate Team for that, and they have the Madden Ultimate Draft. That's actually the one mode that I really liked from last year. The Ultimate Draft where you could, and I think they had it for a few years, but you can, you get like 3 players pop up. It'll be like quarterback, wide receiver, tight end. You get to choose all right, you can only choose one of 3, and you build your team and then play online, see as far as you can go.
I'm sold.
That's it.
You sold me.
That's it. If we ever had a spare 3.5 hours of studio time, we'll give you a Madden What If challenge.
I'm sure we'll get Dan and try and book it in. We're going to need 3.5 hours. That will get us through the first 2 plays, I believe. And then especially if you're adding, if anything is to go, if the fantasy football draft that we recently participated in TYT Sports is anything to go by, then a Madden tournament in TYT Sports would take like 3 weeks to even get through the first round. How long does it take to pick a player?
I don't know.
Jason.
Oh, for the fantasy draft. How long does it take to pick a player? We didn't have a clock in our fantasy draft.
We should have had a clock.
We didn't have a 90-second
Jesus
clock.
Christ.
We did it.
Took forever.
Actually, product placement. Thank you, Clicky Draft, for saving our draft. That was the website we used. So
didn't save Ben Mankiewicz's full 25 minutes per pick.
I was about to throw to the audience, in a TYT fantasy draft, who are the 3 people you would think would take the longest to make a pick? It's really not that difficult. Comment below with the answers. You already gave away one of them. But there was 2 more. Who took forever? Regardless, comment below, like, favorite, subscribe. Let us know your favorite football-related video game.
French low.